You want to make sure your ice machine is not making you and the family sick. If your ice machine is having a weird odor, or the ice is kind of looking a little bit more cloudy, or if it's just slowing down and it's not making ice as quickly as possible, might be time to actually descale and clean. Watch this video. We're going to go through cleaning. We're going to go through descaling. What is the difference between descaling and cleaning? Is there a difference between the two? And then what is the difference between using vinegar, which a lot of these machines and manufacturers actually recommend, versus some of the other items, some of the chemicals that are available in the market today? Do they work better, or should we just stay with the vinegar? Watch the full video. We'll put all the links below for this ice machine as to how to use it and why we like this one. Okay, so let's talk about first and foremost, descaling and cleaning. Are they the same thing? Are they two different things? Do we need to do both? So this is the interesting part. Descaling is really just taking care of your any mineral buildup or calcium buildup in the system. The actual cleaning refers to getting rid of slime, grime, bacteria, any type of residue, anything that has to do with just general residue buildup. Okay, so those are the differences. And then let's talk about vinegar. It's one of the oldest tricks of cleaning your machine. Yes, it works. It absolutely works. It's budget friendly. A lot of the actual owner's manuals refer to vinegar because it's widely available and it's less expensive. But that's really the old way of cleaning your machines. Why? Your machine will never ever operate the same way. The ice will always have a little bit of scent and it'll never be crystal clear thereafter, especially if you're continuously using vinegar through the machine. So it really is up to you. If you don't mind your ice being a little bit more cloudy, if you don't mind the ice having just a little bit of that vinegar scent left over, you can by all means continue using the vinegar and it works really well. What I personally like about some of these items that are on the market today is you're going to get your descaling and cleaning done at the same time without generally that lingering odor, and the ice is always going to be crystal clear, but also it keeps the machine more healthy. One thing I do want to mention, I always recommend for coffee machines and ice machines, always use filtered water. By the way, we'll go ahead and leave that link below for when we did a review on the actual water filters. But always, even for the cleaning cycle, we'll use the actual filtration system. So what do these have in them that you don't get from vinegar? Generally, a lot of the same ingredients. They have a lot of phosphoric acids. They've got a lot of the sulfamic acids. These are all safe for nickel and metal for the internal parts of this. They have sodium and also a lot of polyethane. That's my first time using that word. Polyethane glycol, okay? So none of that stuff really means anything except the fact that they work, and they work better than vinegar, and they won't leave that lingering odor. Another really big difference between why you should use liquids versus tablets. It really becomes down to preference. So what is the difference between the two? In my opinion, these are easier to store. They take less space. These take a little bit more. These are less messy to use. These you might have a little spill. You have to measure these. These are pre-measured, which is nice. In general, liquid becomes a lot more expensive than the actual tablets. To give you an idea, this, even though it's 2 bottles, each one of them will serve generally about 4 times of cleaning. So 16 ounces, 4 ounces per cycle. This total will give you 8 uses versus 24 uses for this one. And then let's talk about the actual pricing. This is, by the way, by Active, and this one is by Essential Values. The Active 24 tablets is going to cost you $16.99. The liquid form of essential values is going to cost you $20.99. So this is $20.99 for 8 uses versus $16.99 for 24 uses. Again, completely up to you. There is one main difference where this one is superior over tablets. Tablets, you have to let them and allow them to dissolve fully. This one, as soon as you measure and you add it, it's activated. You don't have to wait for anything. So that's really the only downfall, in my opinion, for the tablets. By the way, before I forget, this is not sponsored by any means. This is both just purchased by us. Having done vinegar a bunch of times, experienced it versus these two, we want to show you why we feel this solution is superior. So now we're going to just actually dive in and do a full cleaning. I'm just going to use the tablets. There's really no difference in, like I said, just the pre-measurement and whatnot of these. Other than that, the process of cleaning this is all the same. So I'm going to use a tablet, jump in here and show you how to descale and clean at the same time. By the way, so one of the questions that's definitely going to come up is how often should I be descaling and cleaning my machine? That's really going to depend on how much water is running through it. So if you're using it occasionally, I would say you would want to go ahead and clean it once every 2 to 3 months. If you're using it, from time to time, a couple times a week here and there, I would say you would have to clean it about maybe every 3 to 4 weeks. And if you're using it constantly, then I would say every 2 to 3 weeks. By the way, cut those numbers in half if you're using hard water rather than filtered water. So that's just kind of a gauge of how often to descale and clean the machine. Let's jump in and I'll show you how to do it. Very, very simple, easy to do. It's recommended to use one of these per gallon. Generally for these machines, we're not using a full gallon to begin with. So one is more than enough. Okay, so we want to make sure that we've fully emptied out the machine. Most machines have just a plug right here underneath. I'll show you. It's this plug here. I don't want to pull it out even though I've already emptied it out, but you just pull that out over a sink and it drains out completely. And then you want to make sure you don't have any additional water left anywhere else. We've already emptied out the top. Then you'll get your tablet, and the tablet is going to be placed in the main water reservoir. Pull that out, dump that in. You can see it's already activating. It's kind of fizzing. This one, for example, is 1.8 liter full, which is under half a gallon. So even though it's one of those tablets, like I said, per gallon, this is going to be more than sufficient. So that took less than 4 minutes to dissolve, which in my opinion, it's not a long time to wait. And basically now it's full. We'll push that back in. And you're either going to have a cleaning dedicated button on your machine. Some of the machines will not have a dedicated button. They'll have your on and off button that you have to hold for 3 to 5 seconds to go into cleaning mode. And some smaller machines might not even have a cleaning mode. If they don't, you can just run ice cycles through that and then throw that ice away. By the way, after we do the cleanup cycle in here, we want to actually run a couple of ice cycles through that and then throw out all the ice and completely drain the machine one more time and dry out everything else. You might have a little calcium or residue buildup at the bottom of the tank where the water recycles through. You want to wipe that off manually. Okay, so we're ready to go. The machine is off. We're going to go ahead and hit the clean button, and this should turn into a bright blue. So this process will take only about 15 to 20 minutes. So stay with us while we wait. Just kidding, we'll come back. Okay, so the descaling and cleaning cycle has finished. That took about 15, 16 minutes. First thing you want to do is just drain everything up, unplug it before you start on that. And as I mentioned before, most of these machines, they just have kind of a plug. You can just kind of feel it. It's more of a silicone thing. Pull that out. So if there's also anything in the top, you want to go ahead and empty that out as well. And just give it a good wash. Make sure there's nothing left in there. By the way, this is the Silonn Ice Maker. Like I said, we did a whole review on countertop ice machines. If you guys want to see that, I'll leave that link below as well. This is fully rinsed out. There's actually a couple more areas that I think it's important to also clean. So you want to take that out. Give this also a good rinse. The nice thing about this is, again, like I said, we've done it with vinegar. At this stage, there'll be a really strong vinegar smell. This has no odor whatsoever, which is really nice. And then in here, you can, if you wanted to, just take this and just rinse out the inside because you got it unplugged. And so all of that will just basically rinse out. Okay, so we've descaled and cleaned, which was all done in one process rather than what I said earlier with vinegar. You still have to descale. Vinegar will not descale for you. It will just do the cleaning cycle. So that's kind of nice to be able to do both things at the same time. Now we're going to plug it back in. Make sure you plug the bottom in as well. At this stage, don't forget, you want to go ahead and run at least a couple ice cycles at this point and get rid of that ice. You don't want to consume it. You want to just make sure everything is cleaned out. But other than that, it's ready to go. You got yourself a clean ice machine. If you guys have any questions, leave it at the bottom. If there's any products you guys want us to review, also leave that in the comments. We're always looking for new products to review for you guys. Hands-on review, saving you time, saving you money. Get back onto reviews to see what we're going to do next.